Welcome back to Warhammer 40K Mechanicus. So we are going to continue off where we left in the last episode. I'm not sure which one of these two missions we're going to go for. So this one looks rather meager. The portable little sister of the Ark rifle, right? Okay. That one looks interesting though. Omnispecs. Curatio Claw. Yeah, let's go with this one. The Winds of Change. Lector Dogmatics Videx has requested the deployment of a censor servitor to fumigate the tomb of Agrolek and cleanse its spiritual corruption. And this is where we choose the tech priests. Yeah, sure. Let's put these two in, and 4 servitors. I'm not going to use this. At least I'll try as hard as possible not to use it. I could remove it, but if we don't use it, we will unlock the other canticle that I mentioned in the last episode that increases damage, and that is one of the definite goals in this mission. I called you here Lector Dogmatics Videx, because your knowledge of spiritual matters and the cult Mechanicus will be crucial in dealing with any moral threats on Silva Tenebris. I have 543,021 works of scripture stored for rapid context topical retrieval. There is no obstacle beyond my capacity to counsel you on. Unnecessary use of cogitator power. Waste of resources, Videx. Insufficient use. Go to Augmetic Bay for improvements. The Xenos tomb is revealed to us as a great hungry maw that seeks to consume our very purity. Blasphemy reeks from every corner of the tomb of Agrolek. Most poetic, Lector Dogmatis. Your thoughts on how to proceed? I shall take my cues from the writings of Archmagos Veneratus Hieraticus. Let the stench of corruption be swept aside by the sweet winds of faith. One of my censor servitors will cleanse the spiritual corruption with blessed incense. Then deploy one immediately. My thoughts exactly, Magos. With your assistance, the Omnissiah's work shall be done. The censor servitor is deployed at the tomb entrance, Magos. I am ready to send it on its way. Halt, Subdomina. The censor servitor is a delicate piece of machinery. It is ill-suited to hostile territory. A Valornian's 591. Fragile indeed are the tools of the righteous. It must be escorted on its sacred duty. Don't be ridiculous. Every step we take in the tomb risks the lives of our personnel. If the spiritual integrity of the mission truly is at stake, Subdomina Kepra, it is worth the risk. And I assure you, it most definitely is. I've already sent a team ahead. I foresaw your emotional connection to your troops, Kepra. If you're ever to be a Dominus, I must show you how to command. My gratitude, Magos. The Xenos corruption will destroy us as surely as the guns of the enemy. Very well. His will be done. So this is a rather large tomb. I'm sure our friend will come telling us what I'm going to tell you now, but the more time you spend exploring a tomb, the greater the awake level of the tomb becomes. So you want to have a certain mixture of exploration and efficiency in getting to the goal or goals. I assume there are multiple of these in the later levels. So let's just move on ahead. Could this be a form of a Xenos map room? Most perturbatory. Throne knows what blasphemous notions they had about the stars. This chamber's walls are covered in elaborate star charts, covered in extensive annotations in the Necron language, suggesting they record journeys among the stars. So we can ignore it, we can destroy it, or we can copy it through picked captures. Of course, this is heresy, so iconoclasm it is. Your choice is a sage one, Magos. Epigraphs Macrologica, Psalm 105. Wheresoever the blasphemer lives, obliterate. Lose a hit point on all of our units, but we get 49 Blackstone. Right, so let's go to this room. Now, the wake level is now at 0. Yeah, you get 2 of these for each room you go to. This is non-standard behavior and speaks ill of the menials whose task was to maintain this machine. Maxims of Amalanth 512. Beware the deviance of thine own tools, for the enemy finds his entrance thereby. Quite unexpectedly, a previously unused Voxcaster unit pops out of the servitor's face panel. In a synthesized voice, it attempts to engage the cohort in philosophical discussion. So we can perform a diagnostic, and by examining it, we can continue the conversation with the machine, or we can just rip out the servitor's Voxcaster unit. Well, let's just go with the latter one there. And we get a Sanctus canister. Nice. Thank you. And moving on. And now this one is going to increase. Necron Awakening. Warning, our presence has been detected. The Necrons are waking in response to our presence within the tomb. As you travel through each tomb, defense systems will start activating. This increases the difficulty of the mission, and the longer you spend in the tomb, the harder the mission becomes. As I said, he was going to explain this to us, but yeah. Exploring the depths of the tomb isn't without reward. There are unknown amounts of lost knowledge to be found for those willing to dig deeper. While traversing this chamber, the sensor servitor crosses a part of the floor that collapses under the machine's weight. The servitor is trapped at the bottom of a shaft of machinery and pipework and must be extricated. So we can go with mechanics, fashioning a system of pulleys and ropes to haul the machine out of the hole. We can use magnetism to exhort the servitor to overload its magnetic levitation circuits, or we can just do manual labor by climbing into the hole and haul it out manually. Let's go with mechanics. To every problem, a solution lies in the application of tech lore. Thus Ferarch Asclepian wrote, and thus we have proven. I shall meditate on this revelation. Yeah, that's a good one. Go ahead, meditate. So we get 2 CP, and the Necron initiative has been increased. Meh. This is a rune room. I would like to go there, but I worry that that means the tomb's awake level will go to 2, which means that we are going to get more Necrons in this room. So let's just go to the end room. Two warriors here. And we may get more in here and over here. And yeah, that looks about it. There's a panel here that we can yeah, brain malfunction. Analyze, scan, which will give us Blackstone, I believe. I'm not going to deploy any of the servitors now. This very thin bridge will only clog them up, so... And we get a free cognition point. Let's go here. And scan this thing. Which gives us 75 Blackstone. Excellent. Now we can shoot this guy. Boom. The damage was absorbed. I'm a bit concerned. What is this? I can't remember having seen these runes on the floor. Oh well. Yeah, these are going to shoot at us regardless of what we do, so let's just go over here and spank him. Boom. 4 damage, that isn't enough, but should suffice. Let's get a cognition point. There we go, and end turn. So Peps, I suppose we can go over to this thing and see if it actually does anything. I doubt it though. No. Okay, let's move up here. The scrolling is a bit funky. I can't scroll when I'm on this thing because it actually scrolls me to the unit I'm above, and neither does the scroll work when I'm over this, so I kind of have to scroll in weird places. Let's shoot this guy to get his vitals. Okay, 6 hit points, 2 armor, and let's move Peps behind here. And spank this guy with a power axe. Boom. Critical, nice. And we can get a cognition point as well. And end turn. Oh, right. Blast. I would actually have liked getting over there. So let's get in some servitors. I can get in 1 at the moment, so let's just get 1 here to avoid one of the shots. And we can spank this guy. Ah, nice. All weapons have sacred machine spirits within them. The more you use a weapon, the more charged it becomes. When a machine spirit is charged, you'll gain a buff to the attack of that weapon. Each weapon's machine spirit will charge at different rate. This is shown underneath the weapon's icon. When you select the weapon, you'll see the buffs of the machine spirit within the tooltip. So this one has machine spirit charged at the moment, which means that we destroy 1 energy armor and 1 physical armor. That is very useful. So let's get rid of this guy. Perfect. And then we can move Jeremiah up here. Let's target the scanning interface over here. We can go past this cognition column. And I think I want to retain that cognition point, so I'll just stop there. Attack of opportunity. Perfect. And let's disable this guy altogether. There we go. Let's go get another cognition point. And I guess staying there is our best option, really. So, end turn. So the Necron Awakening has begun. We'll probably get more Necrons in here now. We can deal with that. Perfect. Let's summon in a few more of the servitors. Spank this guy. Perfect. And then move downwards this way to intercept that other guy down there. Let's get over here and scan this thing. 75 more Blackstone. I wonder, is there a point to doing that? Oh, yes, there is. Nice. Okay, let's go get a cognition point. Get one from that one. And then this guy can move over here. We can spend another one to go there. And then we can go down there. And then turn. Perfect. I don't think we're going to send... Let's send the servo skull down to look at the stats of this guy. Thank you, Peps. 6 hit points. Okay, so he's not really that dangerous. Sadly, I can't see how much damage he does, but let's move Peps down here. And you can destroy this one. Perfect. And you can just stay there. I don't think he can shoot from all the way over there anyway, so... Excellent. You round. Let's get the last servitor in. Moving you down here. And move you down there. You can go here. And you can first pick up the cognition point from this one. And then you can move down there. Can you shoot that guy? No, out of range. And you can move here. I'm not sure if I can get... Oh, I can get you all the way over to him. Let's... Well done, Peps. And turn. Perfect. Nice and easy. The sensor servitor reaches a location where the air currents through the tomb will take its sacred exudations to every corner of the tomb. The cohort guards it until its incense is fully deployed and can escort it back to the tomb entrance. The sensor servitor has been delivered to the depths of the tomb, Lector Dogmatis. Its sacred incense now permeates all areas of the structure. A positive outcome, Magos. It is right and proper that you see as I do the dangers posed by the corruptive influence of the Xenos. It remains to be seen if the tomb is rendered less dangerous for our troops. At the very least, the place is less malodorous. I trust you will continue to consider the alien with the hatred and disdain they deserve, Magos. As we explore this world, remember the words of binary hierarch Gethsemor. The weak in mind will seek to understand the Xenos, the strong in mind will destroy them and bless their ignorance. Personal commentary. This guy is getting on my nerves with all these quotes. So when you have taken damage, you lose 10 blackstone per hit point lost. If a tech priest dies, you lose a whole bunch of blackstone, as far as I can recall. Okay, so the total awakening is now at 3%. And I clicked the mouse 153 times, just so you know. New canticle unlocked. Complete one mission without using a canticle. Cant of the draft. The next physical attack will deal +3 physical damage. Although they flee and cower from us, the unrighteous shall find nowhere beyond our reach. Let's go into the cohort and we will upgrade Peps. The next generic discipline you want everyone to take is the Tech Auxilium with the Cognition Freedom. As you can see, when you activate this ability, your next weapon attack does not require CP to use. This also gives him another augment capacity. I think I'll give him the Sanctus Canister. I did actually enjoy the fact that this blast pistol showed me the statistics, but I suppose the other one is better. Yeah, go away. 2 to 4 physical damage without any... Oh, wait. That means it actually affects the canticle we just unlocked. Yep, okay. Now Jeremiah. We'll do the exact same thing with him. Take Auxilium. And switch out the Phosphor Blast Pistol with a Macro Stubber, and we'll also give him the Sanctus Canister. And that should be it for now. Let's take a look at the missions here. We have this one, which does give us a healing equipment thing, but I don't... Ooh, right. Hello there. What on earth is that thing in the middle there? Canoptech Acanthrite? There's also a Flayed one here. They do state that the difficulty is easy. Huh. So, our master's voice. Install a system of voxcasters to transmit prayers throughout the tomb of Agrolek. Videx believes this will dampen the Xenos taint in the tomb. Let's go here. And we'll add the count of the craft and deploy. The potential for corruption in the tomb of Agrolek continues to vex me, Magos. The spreading of the incense was not enough. I fear not, Magos. The malevolence of the Necron is overwhelming. Observations on the Tech Cosmos, verse 68. We are derelict in our duty whenever we allow corruption to plague the minds of good men. Then, what do you suggest? Our progress in the tomb makes it possible for us to install a system of voxcasters in the structure. And what would that achieve? Lingua Technis prayers could be transmitted to the very heart of the Necron's resting place. Our troops could go everywhere, bathed in the sacred binary of the Omnissiah. Sayings of the Princeps 65:4. When thou desirest to discourse purely, use binary. Maybe I should start reading this stuff out in binary. A novel concept, Lector Dogmatis. I'm glad that the guy doesn't totally agree either. I have considered your plan, Videx, and a cohort has been deployed to the area. I have personally selected the prayers of purification and translated them into broad-spectrum binary. Once the voxcasters are active, the tomb will ring to the Omnissiah's word. I have the voxcasters' locations plotted, Magos. I am still uncertain if this is worth the risk to our people. One in possession of unaugmented emotional centers cannot appreciate the benefit of this operation. Gethalamorians 45:7. Above bullets, above blades, care for your soul above all. Your concerns are noted, Kepra, but you have your orders. Yes, Magos, his will be done. Okay, so we need to go... Oh, there are two... I just need to open up a guide here. There is a guide on the runes, which you can find on Steam, which I do recommend that you take a look at, since some of the glyphs do give some rather substantial penalties. So now I have that one open. Okay, let's move on. One of the voxcasters being transported by the cohort begins emitting strains of music from an unknown source. The music sounds like it is of human origin, but it could interfere with the binary transmissions. So we can stifle it by transmitting a stream of counter data to cancel out the music. We can shame it by broadcasting an admonition to the entire Skitari force demanding that the music be shut down. Or we can seek it by trying to locate the source of the music by examining the local noosphere. Let's just transmit a stream of counter data. Meh. That increased the awakening by 1. However, we don't know what the other ones would have given us, so let's go here. Oh, I should have gone to the other room. So our presence has been detected. There's a glyph here. This one is not in the guide. Yes, it is. This is a Blackstone glyph, and this is a Blackstone glyph, so both of these are positive. We'll just go with this one. 44 Blackstone. Moving right along. The cohort's communications pick up a transmission played in a binary adjacent Xenos language that can be interpreted as a distress signal. It is originating from the next chamber and is transmitted only in the very local area. So we can engage it by attempting to answer it, we can observe it by listening to it from outside the chamber, or we can enter the chamber to find the source. Let's just listen to it. +1 awakening. Oh, sorry, I forgot to read what it said. Let's go down here. Okay, at level 2 we get extra Necrons in battle. Survive 3 rounds. Okay. That does not bode well. Can I have a look at this place? Scan thing over there. Necron warrior here and here. And probably the Necrons coming in there. Let's move Peps and Jeremiah over here. Yep. You can go down and get the cognition point from this one, Peps. What is the range of this thing? 8. Wow. That is not a lot. We want to get over there. Let's get a cognition point. Thank you. And continue our movement. Perfect. Oh, there's a scan thing over there as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I go there, I can shoot him. So can that guy. Shoot me, that is. So I'll move here. And I'll shoot him. Boom. I should have used that one. I can use this to get a cognition point. Not sure what this is. And I'm not really that keen on being shot. Let's use 1 cognition point to move over there. That means we have room for 1 servitor. Oh, right. What is this vile mix of flesh and machine? Is this a form of Necron in its infant state? What has Scaevola got to say? Unsurety statement loaded. Unsure of lifeform progression path. Diagnosing possible outcomes. Signs of degradation, deformed segmentation, and physiological deformities. Possible solutions. Infant, disease, parasitic lifeform that represents form of ripped flesh. Should I continue? That's enough, Scaevola. I believe we are not the only ones to diagnose Necron health, but instead be their... I believe we are not the ones to diagnose Necron health, but instead be their executioners. I am mostly concerned for my troops' morale. There have been reports of Skitarii disappearing in these tombs, and I believe I know now know why. Skitari Lives, Archaeotech STC Fragments Mission. How supportive of you, Redditus. This is not exactly what I would consider ideal. Let's put a servitor there. I'll go here and we will scan this thing. And let's also use this. And can I destroy this thing? Not enough cognition points. Right, I cannot destroy it. If I go that way, I'm going to get attacked by this guy. Let's use this and destroy it. Perfect. And we can move there. You're probably going to get shot a little bit, Peps, but have faith. The Omnissiah will protect you. Yeah, he's gonna shoot the servitor. And this guy's probably going to shoot Jeremiah. I'm wondering if I should use... These are the canticles available to use on this mission. Canticles can only be used once per mission, so keep in mind there might be more fights to come. Yeah. This is not ideal. I can happily say that I am slightly displeased. Let's go down here. And we can shoot this guy. I have no idea how much hit points this guy has. We can use a cognition point to move here. And then use the axe on him. Thankfully that disabled him. And we get a cognition point as well. So that means we can deploy 2 servitors next turn, which is something I'm grateful for. Hey, that's unfair. Bah. Okay, so this is why we are supposed to survive for 3 rounds. They just keep coming. And now we have to kill all enemies. Right, thank you. One there, and one there. And the final one here, I think. No, there. Move him here. And attack. Okay, Peps, you'd better do your best now. We need to get a cognition point. Can get that from over here. You can shoot this guy. That was a critical, but it wasn't enough to disable him, so we need to use 1 CP to move here, and then another one to attack him. Wow. I don't like the range of these guys. We're going to go into the other room without any servitors. This is not ideal. I'm going to move here. And I'm going to shoot this thing to get rid of it. Going to enable this one. And move here. Oh, this is not going to go well. Okay, so he's disabled. Now I think I'm going to move back again. And grab a cognition point from this one. I think I'm going to gather the forces up in one location. And turn. Oh, great. Thank the Omnissiah for opportunity attacks. There we go. Ouch. Okay. That was a strange move decision. Let's get rid of this guy. And then move this guy down here. Maybe even here. Okay, Peps. First of all, you can move here and shoot this guy. Then you can move another and hit him with your axe. Still not enough to kill him. Don't think this provokes opportunity attacks, so there we go. Let's disable this guy. And move you here. Can I shoot? Yes, I can. Perfect. Ah, he's disabled, so let's just go over there and get rid of him. Excellent. Move him here. There we go. You can move there, and hopefully that will be enough to... Yes, perfect. Meh, one more servitor down. We should have plenty of cognition points now though, so... You can walk over here. I'm not sure if that's... Oh, it's just out of range. Why can I not move closer to that? Oh, right. Let's activate this one. And then shoot him. Perfect. You've killed a Necron unit with a critical hit. When you critically kill a Necron, they're unable to activate the reanimation protocols and are instantly teleported from battle. Didn't know that, actually. quite useful. Sayings of the Archmagi, Appendix 4. Such sweet music is the chatter of binary that has no tongue to lie. Ensure the volume is sufficient, Magos. So the first Voxcaster unit is in place. It immediately begins transmitting the complex binary of Lingua Technis. So we have volume level Omega, which is maximum, Alpha, which is the same, or Gamma, which is increased. Let's do Gamma. The Voxcaster's volume increases, shaking the structure around the cohort. The enemy cannot help but be aware of it, but the tech priests are emboldened by the tirade of sacred binary. I don't like the fact that we're going to have an awakeness level of 3. Reanimate 1 turn faster, okay. The Necron tomb is trying to defend itself. Clearly our mission is working. Aphorisms 9413. The enemy rushes to action when our ministrations cause him fear. A swarm of tiny scarab-like construct emerges from apertures in the walls and begins scurrying all over the Voxcaster, chewing through its casings with their steel mandibles. We can protect it, we can purge the scarabs, or we can punish the scarabs. Let's punish them. Lose 2 hit points. Oh, I forgot to read again. Mission complete. The final Voxcaster is installed. The binary prayers flow through the tomb, filling both real space and the local noosphere with the words of workshop exalting the Omnissiah and the Creed of Mars. The unholy lair of the alien now rings to the words of the Omnissiah. Epigrams of Saint Eucelsis 389. Protect the shield of the mind, and the body will be shielded thereby. The Necron can strike at our minds as well as our bodies, and we must protect both. In this Lector Dogmatis, I agree with you. I hope we are of the same mind in other matters too, Magos. Our exploration of Silva Tenebris should be executed with a view to the destruction of all traces of the alien. I have not yet decided if we should commit to such extremes, Videx. I feel multiple emotional prerogatives as well as logical analysis all competing for primacy in my neural vaults. Our mission here may not be as simple as you think. Just be ready to make the right choice when the time comes, Magos. Recall the words of Fabricator General Protonus. The eyes of the Omnissiah are ever upon us. Perfect. So 6% awakening now. And we get another level of the Count of the Craft. Excellent. I also got an achievement, Galvanic Rifle. Let's go back to the cohort screen and level up Peps. The third... sorry about that. The third discipline we are going to get is the Explorator, which avoids all opportunity attacks and gives us 3 movement. Also, it increases our augments by 1. We could get the Phosphor Blast Pistol, or we could get the Power Field. I'll get the Power Field Generator for now. Jeremiah, same discipline of Kadom Hin, Explorator. Okay. And we'll give him the Power Field Generator as well. I will specialize them more as we get more stuff, but for now this is really what we have. But for now, that should be it for this episode, so thank you all so very much for joining me, and I hope that you enjoyed killing a few Necrons. So, see you all next time.